Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Was that the blue guy? Who the heck was that? I think that was the blue guy. Blue guy? I thought he was the main judge. Why is he sitting with us? Oh, this is awkward. We're only 2 people in here and we sit next to each other. Who chose this? Who chose this seat? There's 1 person in the entire theater and you sit next to them? Hey, Paimon. Why? I think that's the blue person, right? Unless that's a bait switch.
Traveler, maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Then why did we sit next to them? You're the worst, Paimon.
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh,
A watery
so
John
heard
Lee,
all
huh?
That, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
Why are his eyes brown? In the trailer they were blue. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend,
Oh,
I
they
would
are
be
blue,
more
never
than
mind.
happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction.
I love how they purposefully didn't give this scene any music at all. It's so good.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It almost
It
gives
is
you
an honor to
tension.
meet
I
you
love
two.
that.
I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat,
Oh, have you?
and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
There is no way every time this character appears on screen, they'll be like, Monsieur Nervillet. No way!
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me
At
to see your
least say it with
performance
the
in
English
person.
accent, because every time you swap into French accent just for the name, it does not sound good.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
No, no, no. Oh no.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Oh no, it's Leeway all over again. Oh no. I like this character. Don't do this to me.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, Messier.
sorry for being so rude just
Nervillet.
now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has
I
their
will
usual
call him
reserved seat,
Nervillet.
so I'm not so special, really.
As he
And
should
by
be.
the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Ah, she's too tiny.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
I like her character because that's a really cool. This is a really cool character. because you can tell that something's off about her. Like she's trying to portray herself as very powerful, and yet she looks wimpy.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, it's that one.
She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
What do you mean, don't pay her attention?
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
I do not want to share 2 brain cells with Paimon, thank you.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Okay. Oh, now it's filled
They're
up.
dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles.
Wait,
I
is
am
it
the
gonna
star
be,
of today's show, Lenny.
Cappuccino? Come on.
And over
we need
here is my
Cappuccino on the
sister
scene.
Lynette, who
On
will
the
be
stage.
working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I still resonate with her so
I know
much.
she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Oh god.
Now, some of you may be thinking, 2 vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Okay. Hello, Shaco.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Fake visions, they still
Good
have them.
point. That's what makes the show
I know how
real
magic works.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
Oh no, she's gonna be dressed
and
in
before
something
I forget, there's one more
thought-provoking.
thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
It's a very long blink.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Okay. I mean, watching a magic show in a
But
fantasy
this isn't what you
setting
came for.
doesn't strike the
These little
same.
tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think?
I mean, if they really want
This
to,
one's a little tricky.
Huh?
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
I mean, okay, hold on. I'll wait with my thoughts.
Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
I mean, it's all cool. Very, very cool scene, but you know, it's still
are
fantasy.
you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
They did it. They pre-rendered the scene. Wait.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did you
Okay.
do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything.
I'm on!
That inside
This is
the
a
heart
pre-rendered scene in a fantasy setting.
Out of nowhere.
They could make Venti come out of his ass and it would be totally fine and acceptable. What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To
Okay.
appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Am I crazy or is this an eye
That's
turning
right.
red?
Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Okay.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all.
Uh-huh.
In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Uh-huh.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
We're gonna walk there, teleport over. But there's gonna be a
I'm
twist.
sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap!
I did it.
Our
I guess.
lucky audience member and
That's
I will
me.
each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
I assume he's gonna kidnap
Now
someone.
please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here.
I assume.
Don't give me any chance to make a move.
There's no way they are just gonna do
How's he
this
gonna
without
do
a
this?
point.
Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
No, I think this is a story setup. I have just no idea what they're gonna do. I assume he's gonna be like, "Oh, you traveler, go into the box," and then he closes the box and we appear somewhere in the sewers.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Yeah, sure,
It
totally
selects
random.
numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Oh yeah, I totally
Now
believe
then.
you.
Let's begin.
Number 14, it's the traveler.
Oh, let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Alright, they
Please,
got me.
come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Alright.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end up in the sun and die.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
It's the crowd counting.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
What is this?
Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right,
Okay,
perfect.
music set up,
Keep
okay.
it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Very cool soundtrack, what the heck?
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Neverlet?
Neverlet!
I am counting in my head.
I'm gonna poke
I
my
think
eyes
things
out!
are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
I love this scene.
40, 39, 38!
This is a really cool scene, what the heck?
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
Uh-huh.
It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
I'm pretty sure no one can hear you.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Okay, well, I guess they can. Ah, he's dead. He died. He banged his head.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Yeah, he's dead. Wait, is Cappuccino gonna kidnap him? Is that gonna be the mystery? Hold on, is he gonna disappear? That would be a cool twist.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
Come on.
25!
Come on.
24! 23!
Come on.
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
Is he gone?
I seem to have
Ah, come on!
knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the
You
decorations.
buffoon! You've
There's
been...
no time for
Every
that. The
magician
show
is
what's
practicing the
important.
trick like 100 times.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds.
What the...
Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Uh-huh.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5!
Everyone is so happy. I'm waiting for something
Whoops.
awful.
That doesn't count!
0!
Come on, something horrible.
Ta-da!
That'll be him too. The clone? There we go! An assassination attempt!
What happened?
Okay, a successful attempt. Am I dead? Who died? Whose hand was that? That was not his sister, was it? I mean, she's gone.
This part of the show?
Yeah. It's part
Mr.
of the show,
Lenny?
yeah.
You're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
What happened?
Is his sister gone?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal
yeah,
the
that's
exits.
right.
No one is
That's
allowed
right.
in or
It
out
was
at
the
this
girl.
time.
Yes, that's right.
I kinda forgot about
If
that
this
part,
was
to be
just
fair.
an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Is this actually a satire on the UK, kind of like making fun of the Queen? Because it's always been the joke running around that it's really just like a puppet, like a mascot, and she doesn't really do anything, but she like looks important. Is that what it is? Are they actually like making fun of the royal government?
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay. Because it feels like a really
Unfortunately,
cool
the person
satire
who's in the
of
magic
that.
box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's
No way.
magic troupe.
No way Genshin killed a character. No way. She's not dead. It's just coma.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Of
The serial disappearances case?
Here it go. Here it
That's the
comes.
case that Charlotte mentioned before.
You're right. I did not have emotional investment in the character who died, so it doesn't really count.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale, did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearance
This is
case.
the worst
Huh?
judge I've
Why
seen.
me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making
Now that
things
I think
disappear
about it,
was nothing more
I am
than
very
a provocation,
professional.
a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this? He
Because
was
he
in the
didn't.
box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
We are still missing
Besides,
Cappuccino.
before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He didn't do it.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think
Here
it
comes
might
the
be a little
satire.
early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you?
Oh.
After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Is this why she accused him, just so she can fight me?
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a duel. You get annihilated.
But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw.
No, not really.
But draws
Everyone
really
witnessed.
are the most boring possible outcome.
Yeah, you
So
wimped it
no more
out.
draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Yes,
I
Paimon.
understand.
Stop sharing my
Charges
two
have
brain
now been
cells.
pressed, and as such, a trial
I'm getting
is in
scared.
order.
I am turning into Zeppelin.
Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Hold on. Don't mean to interrupt you. I just...
Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
This is gonna be a case.
Lenny!
Hey, murderer! I'm going to defend you.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Why are you asking me? You did it or you didn't?
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect
Don't
at this
ask
point.
me.
But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion.
Okay, you just
I
said
don't
two
know whether what
paragraphs of
happened there on the
nothing.
stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
I don't know.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a reoccurring joke. And Paimon is gonna bring it up often.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Just leave it to us.
No, Paimon. No, Paimon, stop.
Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Okay, yeah,
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
yeah. You can either save your magic or go on a trial and die.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Okay, tell me.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective
Don't worry, live.
Archon is on the case!
Thank you for the prime. This Paimon is carrying me. What a
Hello,
great
officer.
setup.
How's the investigation going?
I see.
We are
You
the
must be the
attorneys.
traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
But, well, too late.
What do you mean?
I'm the attorney. Too late.
Come with me and you'll see.
Here's her brain splattered on the
The
wall.
deceased is one of Linny's
Here's her
assistants,
liver.
named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge
love
of setting
this.
up and inspecting the props,
The
as
outline.
well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
I love this.
As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Yes, I saw. I was there.
This is the
Why was
real
she inside?
mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
Uh-huh.
However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have
Nah,
an
what about the
audience.
stagehand? The one with the mask, the other one, huh?
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends,
Yeah,
but
we've met
we've
30
known
minutes
each
ago.
other for a little while.
A little while? I would not say even that.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
No,
I
Paimon is
know
lying.
there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding
Maybe
the
he's
audience in the
Kafka,
palm
he's
of their
manipulating
hand.
us.
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own
Detective
good.
Paimon. Look, now I'm
Anyway,
the
you
better
may
detective.
investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Okay. What? What? Name Cowell. He was well trusted in our colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props as well as assisting the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Why is it so cool? I'm on. We should not do anything with the area. Oh, I can't actually step in it. Ah, they thought ahead. All right. Jam in the white line. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cole went inside the box that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Might have. Probably has not though. Rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Yes, someone burned it probably, most likely.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Or it was someone with a fire vision.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
You inspire me.
So, have you ever heard of Ace Attorney Kappa?
Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have, Ace.
Whoa. Look!
We got the rope.
This bit is made from different material.
Why did we pick it up?
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Seems to be flammable.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it,
Then it was set up to be
that means...
put on fire.
Wait, Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes.
Yeah, someone use different rope because it's flammable. Kinda love this.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential
Okay, without
information.
telling. Okay, sure.
We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
So we didn't learn much, basically. BT Scop, thank you for a prime. Thank you.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
I'll call her back in a second. Alrighty. So we learned nothing really. Was the random number generator really random though? And BT Scop, thank you for prime. Alrighty. Hello! What do you know?
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Ooh, it was not so random!
Told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Everything is lining up against him.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Is this actually gonna be an Ace Attorney? Can I not just climb up? Can I go up the stairs? No stairs? Will this open up? Nope. Away we go. Anyone? Anything suspicious? Hello? Hello? What do you know?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
You
If
are
you
also
find any new and
an
interesting
attorney.
leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
I don't think so.
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
I also don't want to share. Why would I share?
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Has it? I thought he just banged his
That
head.
makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank or something like that.
I don't think
And when the
so.
pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank start to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true.
It would.
I suppose I must reconsider.
Okay, we're not sharing anything though.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
He banged his head. Shouldn't we ask him? We probably should ask him. Okay. Let's see. Ordinary box. Inside. How did he do it? Show nothing. And from the back side? Okay. I'm still in, okay, looking at the front side. Okay. Hello. Linny?
Linny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
What is happening? I like this. I just little hesitant, a little confused. Oh.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you. Over here.
Oh, never mind.
I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh?
Never mind. It's Himeko.
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard
Oh no,
of
that's
the
Mary
Spina di
Poppins.
Rosula?
I remember now.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia,
These
have
names
the
are
honor
gonna
of
be
being
the
its
end of me.
renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
They are the mafia, okay?
I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
Okay.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Navia.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All
These
merely
names.
trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Why does everyone want to investigate? Does everyone want like
Intuition, naturally.
Law degree?
My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Sure.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
I don't have to. We didn't agree on
Wait
this.
a minute, did that answer count?
Well,
Paimon,
I say
stop.
it does. But don't worry,
We're
you
not
won't
the same.
hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
Yeah.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations.
I didn't know this was a
following
test.
which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
What if I don't?
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Paimon, stop! Get out of my head!
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I'm getting scared.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Are they?
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
That looks like Agent Xinjiao.
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
Now that I look at it
Alrighty
like
then.
that. Alright, so no one's helping. Great.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
I swear to God. I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God. Oh no, it's that one. Hey, I think I've seen you in the trailers. Hello. You are also on the case for some reason.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or
Okay, no, they're
exit
just
the
a
Opera House
policeman.
at the
Okay,
moment.
good.
If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
So it went through the ceiling.
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
Yep, it's going up.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But
So
still,
we're going up or
I
down?
did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the
No
applause
other choices.
was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Okay,
So,
I don't want to know why.
It's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
So it went up or down, as I said. Okay, couldn't have left. I have everything I
Everything of note
need.
here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Incoming!
Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Sure.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
I'll just call her
Call
boss.
me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping
I'm
investigate
fine.
this whole situation.
Or Mary Poppins
And these
is
are
good
my
as well.
companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Okay. Let's see how magic is made.
Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box.
So she escaped
prepared
through the bottom.
specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Or
But
was
before I
kidnapped
reveal
through the
everything,
bottom.
you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Okay.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
There were.
Where did all that go?
There were.
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door is the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Different pattern?
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
It's a box in a box.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
It goes down on a belt, goes forward, goes back up.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
What else would it be? Alright, Detective Paimon.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel.
Obviously.
See this flatbed trolley?
Yes, it goes along that, and then it goes back up.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
Does this have any other
This trolley
exits?
can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely.
She's turning
the
into
inner
Paimon
box
now.
would descend after the audience member was put inside and be
Stop
moved along
explaining
the
stuff.
trolley. All while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Okay.
So that's how you did it.
I can't look at that face
Once
seriously.
the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Uh-huh.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Look.
So that's how it all works!
I kinda said it could be a clone. Okay, I was close.
Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I was close.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
I mean, that
This
means
is the scene
it
of
had,
the crime.
it had to be
So
someone
Lenny
who
and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
knew about this place.
I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so
Someone
strict
who's kept
now.
an eye on this
I won't
for a
disappear
while.
into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Inside a box, the audit paper, so we just install the time, meanwhile, change her outfit. She will appear at the end of the... Okay. Remember the center of the audience and has 2 layers. Okay. I actually need to pay attention to everything because if there's gonna be a solving case at the end of this, it's gonna be quite something. Okay, so that's the mechanism. A plank.
What's this?
Looks
Nope,
like a
that's a
hook
hook.
tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Yeah, let's make a note. It's a rope and a hook. It's a rope and a hook. Right there. What about letter? Nothing. Just a ladder. Okay, water. Splashed water. What is this dress? What the heck? Is this a skin? How much will this cost?
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Oh no. I don't like where this is going.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
I'm on. What happened to her glasses?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Is this supposed to indicate that she's confused? Why did her glasses change and no one pointed it out? I am confused now.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Why is it wet?
Speaking of which,
her glasses are normal again.
There be water here.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
I think it's connected to the hook.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Okay. I think it's gonna be connected to the hook. I like this quest very much, I might add. What about the tracks? Gosh, okay, nothing. Just tracks. Boxes! They're closed next to it. Okay. Trolley and a vent. Hold on. First the trolley. Okay, we know. What about the vent?
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
It would.
There are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
So they were in the boxes. Okay. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage, barely. Living alone as a missing lady seems unrealistic prospect. I mean, if you hit her and then just like shove her through, sure, that would work.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Okay. Just bring in Nahida. Let her read minds. Come on. She would.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
I would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Okay.
Charges and then trial. So
I
if
wanna
the
see the
charges
trial.
are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Okay.
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
I am so ready for this.
It's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Justice!
So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
I mean, for obvious reasons.
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Obviously.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Paimon! We're trying to be serious for 5 minutes.
I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Balanced nutrition?
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Okay.
Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Yeah, I believe in you.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks.
Biscuits?
If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Tea, biscuits?
Huh? Here? But how?
Tea and biscuits?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Oh my god, are we gonna get a cooking recipe? Tea and biscuits?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
And that's legal?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Oh my god.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
It's gonna be biscuits.
These three are quite the interesting group.
It's the mafia. It's the biscuit mafia.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
What do you call them?
Even better now.
I can't ask chat because, well, it's emote only.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around,
I don't know the English name.
You'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself.
I guess it's the same
Beating
then.
the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Great. You two are the best.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
That's why we have plenty.
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout.
Okay, what's your cooking bonus?
You also need to beat
Once
them
I'm gonna
to
pull
just the
for
right
you.
consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway,
What's gonna be your
give these a
cooking
try.
bonus?
Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Okay.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is
Isn't
ready
wrong.
to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Do they?
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
I mean,
resulting in
they
the
had to be
shattering
down
of
there.
the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal
The
thought that
discarding
since she
of
was
the
chosen
clothes
from the
is the
crowd,
one that
she would be
scares
too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
I was about to say, what if it's the girl, huh? What if she altered the machine so that she would be picked on purpose?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Uh-huh.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
Uh-huh.
Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They
Of course
smell
they are.
great. They're nice and crisp.
Of course they are.
Super sweet.
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
I can't believe you, Paimon.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Is this is this part of the plot? Why would they bring this up?
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
Alright, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Okay, it's fine. Just my father-in-law was my dinner. All right.
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Back to arguing about how much Paimon ate.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Oh, this is gonna be like, we're back to time traveling
This
in.
really is your hobby, huh?
We're back to time traveling in Sumeru. Why would it matter? Why would this matter?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
I will.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A
This is
small
gonna be
task
quite
for the
something.
Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go.
This is gonna be quite something.
I'll be back if I find anything new.
Alrighty. Likelihood of a third person too low.
All right. It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Are we actually doing the trial?
It's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
What? Where are we sleeping? Hold on, do I need... Can I get the note as a... Is it a gadget? Ah, it's the quest items, whatever. Oh, can I get up there? Exit through here! Okay, I'm through here. Alrighty! We wait! Was it actually a gadget? Did I miss it? Whatever, doesn't matter. Why are we... So we are supposed to just sleep here, okay? Sleep here until the morning because we can't leave the place. Alright, here comes the trial. I am ready! I am ready. I am ready, Detective Paimon.
The whole situation is so confusing.
Then why are your glasses not weird if it's too confusing?
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Okay, let's go.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia.
Okay,
well,
so nobody likes Farina, huh?
Best of luck to you.
Okay. Best of luck. Alright. Here we go.
Ah, finally, you're back.
Are we gonna shout at each other across the entire hall?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed?
Yep, they are gonna
Don't tell me
shout.
that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
You just wait!
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
I am ready.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney.
Okay.
In that case, I
Tell,
take your
don't
statement
show.
to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
To be
Do
fair,
you
he
wish
still
to
could have
refute
committed
his
the crime,
statement
but I'm
in
gonna
any
ignore
way?
it because I'm on his
Why,
side.
of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Is he?
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Very true.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
Don't answer, don't answer.
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
What about the bang?
No, nothing.
Which means the bang didn't come from him.
But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud.
That's the bang.
One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
It wasn't that loud, to be fair.
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
I don't know about that sound, which means the sound
Yeah,
came
I'm sure
from
you could have heard a
underneath.
noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those
Because he was on the other side. Because he was not inside the box where the thud was, because they were using the megaphone or whatever. The phony. The phony. They were using the phony. Ah.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
Of course, I have armed
What an
myself
asshole.
to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What is this music? Have I actually heard the name House of the Hearth before, or was it event exclusive? Thank you for explaining this time.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui.
Okay, people are telling me it was event
now it all
exclusive.
makes
Okay,
sense.
great.
I've got a feeling
Amazing.
that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Was it not even exclusive?
That's
Okay, then
Our
it
identities
was
have nothing to
a
do
bunch
with
of
what
things.
happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
Okay, then I simply have forgotten. That's
Your
fine.
first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now.
I'm still on his
Unless
side.
Your script already has holes
Child
in
is
it.
also Fatui, and look at him. Still considered mass murderer in
Outlander
Leeway.
is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
God damn it.
Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
They are Fatui, but it shouldn't matter.
Order!
Fatui
Order.
doesn't mean you're evil.
Mr. Linney,
By
allow me
default.
to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Plus, child is here in Fontaine, along with the house operative. Must be Wait, is the house of the hearth? Is it child's family? No way. Like the grand family. No way. Is it? Yes? Yes way? No way? No, it's not. Okay, good. No way is the answer.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
It's
Yes,
fine, doesn't mean
they're
you're
true,
evil.
Your Honor.
Look, not all Fatui are the same.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do
What do you mean optimistic? That lady... Permission to speak, Your Honor. Objection.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary?
Yes.
They're already as good as guilty.
No.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Screw you!
Order!
I'll
Order,
discuss
I
that.
say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Thank you, Watery
So
John
you
Lee.
would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Well, well, well! Quite a twist, might I say? Alright, spill it out, spill out the beans. How evil are you? From 1
Well,
to 10.
this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
You know how we know
very
she's
sorry.
mad? She doesn't have the glasses.
I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
Not
But
really.
our organization is very,
They
very
usually
large,
turn into
and
dust.
the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
Okay, great lighting.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
Nah, I think you're
You
fine.
met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Ah, so he is a criminal.
Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first.
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Okay, things are getting really cool now. Hold on.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Did it sound like a cappuccino?
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
The girl was cappuccino.
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
She was also after the core. She went down, she got rid of her clothes, so she would change identity, and then she could get out. Which means she's in the audience right now, because the little fawn thing, the little Melusine said that no one left.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
I pretty much cracked the
You
case.
decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Hold on. I thought I would actually have an option. Hold on, I'm just replying to my wife. Don't worry, everything's fine, everything's fine. I have the option. No, I think this is an illusion still. I will defend you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
Oh, I solved it already. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's on December. He heard a mysterious voice. He should have brought up the voice. No.
Take it easy.
Nah, the real culprit is still in the audience right now. Okay, I'm ready.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
I am ready.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact.
Yes.
Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
What the heck is happening now? Based on your opponent's events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Ooh! Use evidence and clues. Righty. Is your okay? So.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Okay.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
I'm thinking.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
But he could have been far away because they are using the phone thingy.
Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed.
Where is his... If he was down there, where is his body?
So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Okay.
Afterward, Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Where do we have... If she was knocked out with the vase, she would be wet. Even if you take off her clothes, there will be a trail of water, and there is not a trail of water.
Does the defendant's side have any
Just wanna
objections
point
to
that
Lady
out.
Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina
You can't
is the
drag
order of
you wouldn't be able to just drag her out
Lily
without anything.
experienced and what he saw.
You would not be able to do that. I don't know, I'll try it. Loophole! Okay, so they are focusing on something else, damn it. So I assume the blue part is what's the potential loophole? A loud sound from Little Indian and they fight. He heard nothing heard. If they fought, he would have some marks on his body, but you know, I don't know if the game is counting on that. Evidence indicates that when that is true. By the time he would be in the tunnel, it would be over already. Hold on. I have multiple choices. Hold on, it's actually cool. Wait, what? Lenny must have been very confused when he saw them. I don't know if I want to present that. But I don't want to present this as a fact because I'm still pinning him down as a criminal. Right? I don't actually want to sell him out. I don't actually want to do that, or do I? I don't wanna see. I don't know how much things matter. So I would be willing to just like try stuff just to see what happens, but I don't wanna screw it up. I really wanna think about this. I really wanna think about this. Truth. Unless all of these are just matched up to each of the loops and that's it. For example, since this is related, no, hold on, to the sound, then I can just present this as a counter statement to that statement. I don't know how deep the game went with its system, and I don't know if I'm overthinking it. That's my issue. Okay, people, am I overthinking it?
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Success! So that's what it is. I assume it's gonna prevent me from doing something bad as well. Magic Drew. Hold on. Let me do it. Let me do the sure shots first. Which means this one would be filtered by that one.
Seems this won't produce a...
What do you mean? He was confused. Oh, so it doesn't even matter? Oh, so I can just click stuff? Okay, whatever. So if he was not there... no, left the magic show, that one shouldn't matter. So I can just click stuff. I can be like, oh no, it's not the one. Ah, that's the one.
Went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
And I really thought the game would actually give me options now. No, hold on. The existing evidence indicates the letter returned to the tunnel. The crime had already taken place, and all they saw was this.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Yes.
Attention!
What about the other two?
Paimon has something to say.
Okay, Paimon, go.
When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Yes.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Sure. Success! I was overthinking it.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Why are you out of breath?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Yes.
That's right!
Uh-huh. I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The stage equipped was clearly trampled with. Absolutely. Because
if that's the case,
the road.
then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh.
When did Paimon get smart?
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refused the alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
He was not. This is an illusion of choice. Your claim has also become a critical clue. That is an illusion of choice. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. I'm a smart boy. What are these? Oh, I can also present the items. Oh my god! This is like a whole game in a game! What's my proof that he wasn't there? Hold on. I mean, this is the only one that can be related at all.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Okay, calm down, Paimon.
Well played.
Calm down, Paimon.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
A person in the audience. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can compare the logic chain. Okay, so I can. So you're telling me I can just click random stuff. In the case of fireworks, burning. If Lenny no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the crew would have been able to tamper with the props. Okay. Then I gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. Going in the box, yada yada yada. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge on stage in the interactions. This music, man. This is Ace Attorney, isn't it? Unknown, okay.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
That's what I think it is.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary
because she
audience
altered
member.
The machine
Or
to
did
pick
she
herself.
have her own scheme all along?
That's the one. What do you mean? Okay, let me just click stuff.
Third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
No, it's not. Lies. Ah, look, I don't know.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Look, I don't know, man. I had 3 choices and I got all of them wrong. Yes, I know.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
No, I'm not. I thought it would be her.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh my god.
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Look, I don't know the reasoning
What I
anymore.
must do next is recreate the truth.
Okay, you
What
go,
Cowell
Traveler.
did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay, so now I'm trying to... Okay, oh my god. How would I be able to do the...
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash
My
between
head is
the
starting to
missing
hurt.
Halsey and the criminal.
Yes?
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. The sound we heard may have come... No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
I don't...
Halsey's clothing was in the
At
tunnel,
this point, anything can
so
work
there
and they can
must
just
have
make
been
stuff
some
up.
fear that she would attract
Dang it.
attention.
Sure, it's a dress.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
I mean,
He
only
would
2
have been-
things are not part of this.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into
That's
that
true.
vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Yep. How?
No one entered or left the Opera House through its...
How is this even possible?
The sound we heard may have come from...
How is this even possible?
At that moment.
Okay. Oh, the order matters. Okay, I didn't know that actually.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Unless I'm an idiot.
Which gave our criminal ample time.
Wait, hold on.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
I wasn't making the
No one entered.
Okay, I didn't know the order mattered as well. Wait, hold on. What? I feel so betrayed right now. I was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given us the knowledge of the magical box in the audience hands. According to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her... Which means they are in the audience right now!
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
That's what I said before, though.
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems
things are getting crazy.
Far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
They are right here.
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Why are you staring into my eyes like this?
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
She did not disappear! She's here!
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
Because she's still here!
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water. Why could I have been in the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Nah. Hold on. Objection.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
I feel like it's just random.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
It's the water! We all hate it because we had to kill that one little thing for the essential materials. We all hate water.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
Go, Paimon. I trust you.
Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
The murderer is one of the hydro things? No way.
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
No way.
How could a person ever be transformed into water?
Well, I've seen those
this
before.
This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cole's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that out of anyone, your friend Linny already knows this truth very well.
No.
Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Aren't they the nation of the Hydro Archon? Shouldn't they know all those watery beings the most out of all nations?
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense.
The thought of something turning into water should not be alien to them especially.
Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
We touch him and he turns into
People
water.
really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
Okay. What do we
We are
have?
still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Okay, go.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
That's the
Could
prophecy!
something so ridiculous actually be true?
No, that's the prophecy!
This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains?
However, that would go against the
was
two.
targeting that girl.
Because they were the two who were really obsessed with that prophecy. I don't think I want to defend them anymore.
Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Okay, what did she figure?
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Okay, let's go.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, it was Paimon who's, went through that.
If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Yes?
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Oh my god, how long is this quest? Quite something.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. The deceased's name is Cowell. Linny's the rope that held the water tank up was
That's tampered with.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
Okay, you know what? The rope was not brought
that
up
held
yet.
the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped.
Means...
I remember there was
because the rope is gonna be used later.
The inner layer of that box.
Wait, what? What are...
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
Oh, hold on.
The deceased's name is
I'm an idiot.
Now it seems like the hook rope was
It's
not
asking
meant
me the
for another
questions.
magic trick, but wasn't the deceased's
Yeah,
name
the hook
Cowell,
is the prime
Linny's
suspect.
assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Yeah, it's the... It was the hook! The hook did it! The hook did it all! Oh my god. I only now...
The deceased.
I thought it was like all the items that were always referring to the same... Oh my god. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the disillusion?
Lynette was in the magic box
my
on
God.
stage the entire time. Did she have something?
No, it
I
was the
remember
decorations.
There was some.
Oh my god. Okay, see, I wasn't the only one who did this, okay?
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another
mechanism
magic
behind the
trick,
crime.
but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
I mean, it will have to be the... No, 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 don't... Hold on, first of all, that's weird, hold on. So it's not the timing, which means... It can't be the water. Maybe? Hold on.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
Oh, how could she use Lynette? That's not related to any of these. To dissolve.
The
Okay,
water from
okay.
the primordial.
There you go. Which means... The timing would be to burn the rope and then it smashes down. I don't know, could be. Oh, is the hook not relevant at all
that
now?
held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped.
I'm too small-brained for this case. This is getting too complicated for me now.
I remember there was some.
If it was not something else, it has to be this one.
Magic box.
Okay, your star swap then. Oh well, wait, hold on. I used the hook before though.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage.
Used Lynette? Okay, I'm
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fire.
Look.
Now it seems like the hook.
I
was not
swear
meant
to
for
God,
another
I
magic
used
trick.
the rope though.
It was instead some
or the
form of
hook on this.
triggering mechanism.
For the timing the first time. Why did it go red? I swear to God, the only reason why I didn't do this is because I thought I was wrong the first time. Did I not? There's no way. God damn it. Oh well. I did it all. I solved the case. Ah yeah, go Paimon. I lost all motivation.
Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But
I
he
cannot believe I'm
encountered
hearing all of
something
this from Paimon.
unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Well?
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Detective Paimon
On
does
that
feel
note,
like a totally
the
different
guards
character
have just
from that.
contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Okay.
What?
That can't be.
Okay.
I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Okay.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
She's just making stuff up at this point. How am I supposed to defend that?
Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
No, because Mary Poppins is gonna come back and she's gonna figure it out now.
Is this the end of the road?
Oh no.
Come on.
Think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's
Bring
any
in the Macrons.
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Yeah, flawless.
I believe this is indeed the finale.
One more step.
Now then,
Mary
my
Poppins
good,
comes in for the
noble
rescue.
Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move?
Excuse me, everyone,
There she is.
but I must interject.
There she
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
What is happening?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Is he actually...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals...
Is he actually the bad guy the entire time?
Fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
No way.
And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
I don't. Like, at all.
And voila.
Well, that was awkward. What in the actual fuck?
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there, and I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
She went down there and started
He even
stealing.
mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Oh god.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
I was right. I told you all. The real culprit was in the audience the entire time. Except she wasn't in the audience, but I still told you.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Alright.
This time, we need to tell the entire story.
Oh my
from
god,
Lillian's
what a
perspective.
story. Oh my god, here we go, the finale. So, why am I doing this? She literally said she killed him. She admitted to the guilt. Why do I still have to do this? You're the attorney? I don't have to be an attorney anymore! Because she took it all on herself! The trial should be over! Oh my god, now I have to figure out which arbitrary item fits which description. Oh my god, what is this? I am so confused! I have a random number generator? No, how? Calm down. I just need to figure out. He didn't want all the credit. That's... I am so confused. Because I don't know which item actually fits which specific part of the story. Because they all kind of go throughout the entire story. How has they have reacted when the water from the primordial sea suddenly began to tickle in? She got jumped and so she punched someone! Which one of these items? She knocked them out with a vase! This is the part where they fight. It wasn't knocked down because she knocked him out with it! Does it mean I'm supposed to shove it here or here? Whatever. Okay, that's the place. Great. After the fight, what did she do? She... hold on. Does this mean that the number generator has to be at the beginning? Because she got selected and then she got scared? No, of course not. Why would I even think that? I'm an idiot. I can tell you exactly what happened, but not using this UI. I swear to God. Woo! Of course she did not participate. What? Ah! Dress! Of course not! Where am I supposed to shove the random number generator? Of course not there! That was supposed to be at the beginning, but the beginning of the cycle is not there! Was the thud him actually be... Do I put this thud? No, the thud should be here because they are beating each other here. Does it mean I'm not supposed to be here? Therefore I need to use the rope here? Of course not, because the thud was here, even though they were fighting over there. I am going mad. Why the random number generator here? After the fight, then what did she do? This device was chosen to pick a lucky number? Or member of the audience? That was at the beginning! I swear to God.
Lillian.
Okay, now that she changed. Oh my God, the random number generator was not good use!
You inspire me.
It's Danganronpa all over again, lol.
Let's see how the story is gonna finish.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked.
Why are we retelling exactly what she just said happened, though?
Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
I know Paimon. She just told us.
Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect,
you know how we always joke that Paimon explained it all?
back into the box.
Yeah. She's doing it again.
The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended. That she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo!
I cannot believe this.
Bravo!
I cannot believe this.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Can you tell me how she would be able to swipe them?
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow. Look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
Another
If there are no
Archon
objections,
incapable of
then
doing
as
her
the Chief
job.
Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
To be fair, all this
Lillian,
is really cool.
according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings.
All of this is really cool, but oh my god, there is no way I will be able to figure this out using the UI.
From this reconstruction of events,
oh my god,
we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Very cool though.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Star Rail! Okay, what did I get? Pom-pom? Okay, nothing? No? God damn it, I got PTSD from the ticket going in.
Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Well, well, well. Oh my god, Ace Detective Paimon is real.
Great work, partners. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet, you're still fatigued.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Ooh. And what makes you
I'm
think
sure
that?
you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay.
Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
I like how the Traveler is the only one who's calm. Yeah. Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore. Yeah. Water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Oh well.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Okay, where's
An
Cappuccino?
outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Where is Cappuccino? Oh my. Oh. When does this quest end? Oh my god. This is quite something.
So, we're just going back now?
Hold on. Just answer my wife. We're not needed here anymore. Goodbye.
That's true, but...
I know you wanted to be an
Traveler,
ace detective.
Paimon, please wait.
Hold on.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the
Fatui
end.
theme.
Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused. Nah, I'd be lying.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say
Scaraboos.
goodbye to those painful days.
Thank you for Brian.
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, She caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna...
Well...
Wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Well... So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Well...
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
Very interesting! Huh. Oh no, is it gonna be another Archon losing no seas?
She has her own plans.
Okay, no.
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
Interesting.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Very cool.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's very cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I still can't trust you.
It's alright, I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand.
Bye, Linny!
What a cool setup! What a cool setup. Hey, okay, This is very cool! Oh no.
Hey there. What was with the
I'm kinda
disappearing act you
speechless.
pulled right as
Also,
the
I'm losing
trial
my
ended?
voice.
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I wasn't really looking into the disappearances.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah.
Ah.
I see.
Okay, that was awkward.
Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Oh, more cookies, biscuits, and macarons?
Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Of course, it's just food.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
Oh, God.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
Oh, God. Well, Act 1. It was a pretty cool act, not gonna lie. That was really good.